Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start our new series, Can You Beat Kanto in Pokemmo with just one Pokemon? And I decided to start with Caesar, only really because he's my favourite Pokemon. I got the idea for this series from one of my favourite YouTubers, Jay Rose. He does solo runs in red and blue, amongst other things. If you haven't seen him, go check him out. I'll leave a link somewhere. These runs are going to be a little bit different to his because, well, Pokemon is a little bit harder in general. The gyms are a little bit different, and we will be basically using any items we can get our hands on, anything from the GTL. Yeah, we'll go grab our Caesar and have a look at his stats. And as you can see, Caesar doesn't really have the best stats. We've got good attack and defense, but our speed's really letting us down there. Hopefully with a good priority move like Bullet Punch, and we'll use Sword Stance to power up on the weaker Pokemon. And hopefully, we can just really brute force our way through. That's the plan anyways, but we'll see how we go. Alright, there really isn't much to say about Viridian Forest. Everything in there Caesar can handle pretty easily. I think we're pretty much ready to take on Brock. I don't see Brock being too much of a problem for Caesar. He's got a Geodude and Onix, and they only really know Rock Tomb, which isn't going to really hurt us too much. So hopefully there'll be a two-shot KO with Bullet Punch. Let's find out. Alright, so he leads with Onix. Go for Bullet Punch, and it's not going to be a two-hit KO. That's alright. Rock Tomb's not doing too much. He outspeeds us. I went for close combat to just see if that was any better, but it's going to be a 3-hit KO regardless, and that should probably leave us with about half HP to take on Geodude. Alright, so just like with the Onix, we're going to leave a Bullet Punch. It does pretty good damage. If we had got a crit, we probably would have got a 1-hit KO. Rock Tomb does hurt us a bit, but we outspeed Bullet Punch, so yep, that's our first gym badge. Pretty easy. So hopefully Caesar's like this for the rest of the run, but I dare say when we hit Blaine and his fire Pokemon, that's when we're going to hit a wall, but I guess we won't know until we get there. And now it's time for my least favourite part of Kanto, Mount Moon. I really just don't like any sort of cave in this game. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's the 100 Zubats, I don't know. But there's nothing in here that's really a problem for Caesar. We go pretty much all the way through. We take a little bit of damage, but we make it through first go. And now we're coming into Cerulean. Alright, now that we're here, we've got two choices. We can either go and fight our rival, or we can go and fight Misty. I don't think it's going to matter either way, so we're going to go and fight our rival first. He leads with Abra, but that's all good. We'll just power up really quickly, see what he teleports into. He teleports into Charmeleon. I don't think we're going to outspeed, so hopefully we survive Ember. And we do. We've only got 5 HP left, but that won't be a problem, because with Bullet Punch we'll outspeed everything. That'll be our first rival done nice and easy. Now it's on the Nugget Bridge. I'm just going to go up there and grab all the XP and do that, grab the ticket for the SSN, and then we'll go back down and we'll go fight Misty. Okay, so Misty wasn't a first try victory, but that's alright. We'll have a look at this first battle and see if we can figure out how to do a little bit better the second time. Misty leads with Psyduck. We're just going to go with Sword Stance, probably going to power up, see how that goes. Psyduck's using Water Pulse, it's doing a little bit of damage. We do get a flinch with Air Slash, which is really good, but it's still going to be a 3-hit KO, which is really not ideal at the moment. Water Pulse takes us down to 32 HP. And we've still got 2 Pokemon left. This is not looking good, but we'll see how it goes. I'll go for Air Slash again. Starmie goes for Confuse Ray and outspeeds. And we hit ourselves in Confusion. We've only got 6 HP left. So basically what I do in the next battle is I try to use 2 Sword Stances against Psyduck to power up enough. But what happens is Psyduck keeps hitting me with Water Pulse and Caesar keeps getting confused. And then as soon as Caesar hits himself Confusion, he basically 1-hit KOs himself because he's powered up twice. So I was getting really bad Confusion luck. Eventually I do get it though, but it took me about 5 tries. So in the end all I really had to do was use Sword Stance 3 times to power up and get some really good Confusion luck. We don't hurt ourselves in Confusion this run, and that's enough to one-shot everything else on the team, and that's our second gym badge. So far so good. The only thing I can really say is our speed is definitely letting us down a little bit. If we were able to outspeed the Starmie, we may have been able to beat Misty a little bit quicker, but well, we'll see how we go. Next, we're on to the SSN to get cut, and then we can go battle Lieutenant Surge. But first, let's go battle our rival on the SSN. Okay, so the plan's going to be pretty much the same as Misty. We're going to power up 3 times with Swords Dance. We are going to take a little bit of damage here, lose a bit of HP, but this shouldn't really matter because we one-shot the Charmeleon and we one-shot the Pidgeotto. And this is going to turn out an easy first try victory for our rival 2. Now it's on to Lieutenant Surge. So I came into this battle pretty confident. I didn't think there was going to be too much that Lieutenant Surge could do to Caesar. It turns out that Thunder Wave paralyzes us pretty quickly, and there's not really much I can do. I battle a few times and I just keep getting paralyzed. So there's really not much else I can do here but go back and battle some of the non-mandatory trainers. See if I can level up. I might be able to take a bit more damage and get through the fight. There's also a berry in the top left corner up here that you can grab. It'll cure you from paralysis, but that didn't really help. I really needed to go and level up. So after I battled all the trainers around Vermilion City, I get to level 32. And then it's time to go back and battle Surge again. I go with Bullet Punch and then Close Combat. We make pretty easy work of Magnemite. Raichu's been the problem this whole run. I go for Close Combat. Raichu uses Fake Out. Raichu goes for Shockwave. I go Close Combat. We almost one-shot. If we had got a crit, we probably would have. We get through Raichu without being paralyzed, so we're having really good luck. Voltibulb uses Shockwave. We didn't get paralyzed again. And it looks like we're going to make it through this time. And 24 HP, but that's still a win. And we get our 3rd gym badge. Okay, so now it's time to go back up to Cerulean City. And we can go back down through the rock tunnel out into Lavender Town. And then cut all the way across to Celadon City where we can go and fight Erica. I don't think Erica's going to be too hard. There's really not much you can do. Maybe put us to sleep. But we could buy Berry if we keep getting put to sleep too much, but I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. As for the run over here, there really wasn't any trainers that we had to battle that were too hard. So let's cut ahead to the gym battle. Alright, Erica leads with Blossom. I'm not going to bother powering up, so I just use Air Slash. It's going to be 2-hit KO. Vileplume is going to be a 3-hit KO. But it's really not doing too much damage to us either. Victory Bell is going to be a 2-hit KO. It does put us to sleep, but with Giga Drain it's not really doing too much damage at all. And unfortunately we stay asleep for 3 turns, but that's not going to be enough to take down Caesar. He's got plenty of HP. And this is going to be our 4th gym badge really easily. I'm pretty happy with how Caesar is going at the moment. He's starting to give me a little bit of confidence that maybe we might get through Blaine and his fire Pokemon. But before we can go versus Blaine, we're going to have to go through the Game Center and versus Giovanni. Let's see how that goes. I don't think I'm going to need a power up against Giovanni, so I'm just going to use Bullet Punch against Kangaskhan, and that's a 1-hit. Nidorino, we're going to use Bullet Punch. It's not quite a one-shot KO, maybe with a crit. That's alright. Murkrow's a one-shot with Bullet Punch. And Nidorino's a one-shot with Bullet Punch, so that was really easy. Now we can head back to Lavender Town to go to the Poke Tower and verse Rival 4. I don't think he's going to be too much of a problem, just maybe the Charmeleon again. But let's see how it goes. He leads with Pidgeotto. I'm going to power up a bit. He uses Gust. And I try to power up 3 more times, but I can only power up twice more. I waste a turn. But that's alright, because Pidgeotto hasn't done too much damage and we one-shot. Bullet Punch one-shots Charmeleon, one-shots Abra, Air Slash on Gyarados, we make him flinch, and it's a 2-shot, and Eevee's a one-shot. So that's Rival 4 out of the way. And now it's time to go to Slithgo to verse Rival 5, and also Giovanni again. I don't think this will be too hard, other than the fact that our rival's going to have a Charizard now. That might be a big issue, but we'll find out when we get there. I'm going to point out we can't buy any vitamins at the moment. The vitamins are locked behind the 8th gym badge, I think it is, so if we need to EV train, we're going to have to go and do it the old-fashioned way with Hordes. Hopefully I'm not going to have to do that. Okay, let's go versus our rival. Most of Slithgo was pretty easy. There wasn't really too much in here that I had to worry about. And there's not a great deal of trainers you actually have to battle. But yeah, our rival leaves with Leafeon. I go for Sword Stance. Leafeon goes for Double Kick. Does a little bit of damage, not really too much. I try powering up 2 more times. Hopefully that'll be enough for Charizard. Air Slash isn't quite a one-hit for Leafeon, but that's alright. It's not really our biggest problem. If we can one-hit Charizard, we should be right. And yeah, we don't. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. I think here I decide I'm going to look for a berry that stops super effective fire damage. Let's see if that helps. If I can survive 1 hit from Charizard, I'll probably be able to get through the rest of the battle. But yeah, we'll try that again and see how it goes. Okay, so we're just going to try the same thing as last time. He leads with Pidgeot, but we're still going to power up 3 times. And hopefully with the Occa Berry, we'll be able to survive 1 attack from Charizard. And then we should be able to pretty much sweep through the rest of the team. Pidgeot's a 1-shot to Bullet Punch. Here we go, hopefully we can survive 1 shot from Charizard. And we won't even need to. It must have just been a range, we didn't even need the berry. We're getting a little bit low on HP. We probably could still lose here because Gyarados isn't a 1-shot. With 49 HP, Alakazam's going to be a 1-shot to Bullet Punch. And Leafeon was a 2-shot last time, I think. But we get lucky and we get a 1-shot. He must be in a range as well. So we defeat our rival, and now it's on to Giovanni again. I don't see him putting up too much of a fight again. He does have Nidoking and Nidoqueen this time, but once we power up 3 times again against Kangaskhan, we should 1-shot everything. And that's how this battle goes, we just 1-shot everything. Giovanni really hasn't been a problem up to this point, but I think the big challenges are up ahead next in Erica and Blaine. They're right around the corner. But hopefully Cecil keeps powering through. He's done a great job up to this point. I think we need to be a little bit careful with Sabrina. She does have Slowbro, a flamethrower, and yeah, that can hurt us pretty quickly. If we don't get the power up, we're going to be in big trouble. And yep, she swaps straight into Slowbro. We try to power it 1 more time. Hopefully this is a 1-hit KO, and no it's not, and that's all over. Try battling Sabrina a few more times, hoping that if I can power all the way up, I stand a chance at 1-shotting Slowbro. But we can see here in this one, even while I'm max powered up, I'm only doing half HP to Slowbro, and that just isn't going to be enough to kill him. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. I realised I probably made a little bit of a mistake here when I leveled up to 45. I probably should have got rid of Air Slash and got Night Slash. That's alright because we can use the move relearner, and what we'll do is we'll go and use the move relearner, get Night Slash, and try this again. It's not going to cost us too much to get Night Slash again. It's going to cost 2 heart scales, which are about 4k each. So yeah, we'll do that and then we'll go back and rebattle Sabrina and see how it goes. Alright, we're back at Sabrina's now that we've got a super effective move. I'm hoping this is going to go a lot better. We're still going to do the same thing, power up 3 times with Sword Dance, and then hopefully we'll be able to 1-shot everything with any move with Night Slash. And yep, we get rid of Mr. Mime with Bullet Punch. Slowbro's the real problem. Night Slash is 1-shot now. Jinx out speeds us, but that's alright. Night Slash is also a 1-shot. Still got plenty of HP, but it shouldn't matter because we should be able to outspeed everything with Bullet Punch. And that's Sabrina done. It could have been a lot easier if I had got Night Slash at level 45. I wasn't thinking ahead, but it wasn't too hard to get that back. Lucky it wasn't too big a mistake. Alright, now we can move on. Alright, so we made it down to Fushka City. We took the cycling road. We didn't really have any problems down there. So now it's on to Koga. I don't think he's going to be too much of a problem for Cecil, but we'll find out. Here we are now. He leaves with Venomoth. We're just going to power up here against Venomoth. It doesn't look like Venomoth's doing too much damage to us. And as long as we can get those 3 power-ups, we should be able to 1-shot everything with Bullet Punch, and we won't have to worry about being outsped. Venomoth's a 1-shot, Crobat's a 1-shot, Weezing's a 1-shot, and Muck's a 1-shot. So that was pretty easy. Now we can go into the Safari Zone, get Surf, and then we'll be ready to make our way down to Cinnabar Island and verse Blaine. This is going to be the hardest part of this challenge by far. Cecil's weak to fire type moves, and Blaine's got fire and speed. So it's going to be really hard, but we'll see how we go. I took the route down from Pallet Town to Cinnabar Island, only because there's no trainers I have to battle, and Caesar's already at level 47, which is the max level cap for him at the moment, so there's really not much point in grabbing any XP. I just got to get through the Pokemon Mansion, and then we'll be ready to take on Blaine. So this is probably Caesar's biggest test for the entire run. If he can make it through this, I think we'll be pretty good to make it all the way through to the Elite Four, maybe even beat the Elite Four if he's lucky. As you can see, we did not do very well at all, so I'll start trying a few different things here to see how we go. I just bought the held item metal coat to see if maybe that would do a little bit more damage with bullet punch, but even if we do get through one Pokemon, it doesn't look like we're getting any further. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board here, maybe look at the move pool, see if I can find anything that we can use, but it's really not looking that good. Okay, so I try a few different things here, from berries to held items, but nothing's really working. I just can't survive one hit no matter how hard I try. So as a last resort, I go back to the game counter and I buy the TM Hidden Power, and I buy a few water gems to turn it into Hidden Power Water, hoping that maybe if we have a super effective move, this might go a little bit differently, but I don't really feel like it will. We can't level up anymore because we're at our max level cap, but we'll see how we go. And as you can see here, even with the super effective water move, we just can't quite do enough damage to one hit KO them, and this is a big problem. Most of them outspeed us, pretty much all of them can one shot Caesar with one move. No matter what I try here, it's not looking good at all. So unfortunately this is the end of the run for Caesar. Blaine's just way too strong and way too fast. Caesar's put up a good fight all the way through, but Blaine's he's too strong. We tried everything we can, but if you guys at home got any ideas on how we can maybe finish this run, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you got any ideas on Pokemon that we might be able to make it through this run with, please let me know. I'm sure there's so many Pokemon that surely some of them will make it through. But that's all for now. Thank you. Bye.